An early wake-up call sends passengers scurrying above deck, cameras in hand. For 300 years, Western explorers desperately sought a northwest passage across Canada. Finally, in 1850, a route to Alaska was found, beginning here, in Lancaster Sound. Through binoculars, an off-white speck expands into a marine mammal, a polar bear. This bear is resting, lean and ready for summer's end. Unlike grizzlies, polar bears are most active in winter. They spend months every year hunting from ice floes in pitch black. Below, sea ice is being born. The supercooled surface water crystallizes into grease ice, reflecting light like an oil slick. In recent years, freezing has begun later and later. This once impenetrable ocean is losing ice, giving people unprecedented access to a place we're just beginning to understand. The Arctic offers massive mineral deposits and new shipping routes. The fish here are bountiful and placid in cold water. Economic opportunities are coming to the Arctic, but one's already here: tourism. Tourism here in Nunavut quintupled between 2011 and 2016. Last year, Norway's Arctic archipelago of Svalbard drew in a record 145,000 visitors, up nearly double from just a decade prior. Some tourists come seeking escape. Others are drawn by a sense of urgency. They want to see polar landscapes and endangered megafauna before all is lost. Sounding among sea ice, cruise ships like this one find families of walruses basking on floes. In the distance, a line of cliffs rises against the horizon. Or do they? That is an optical illusion known as fata morgana. Light refracts across layers of cold and warm air, creating a mirage. Those are not Arctic cliffs. These are Arctic cliffs. This fjord along Baffin Island features some of the Earth's oldest rocks and glaciers. In late summer, the sun won't set. Instead, it hovers on the horizon. Twilight lasts for hours upon hours. Around the world, incomes are rising. Populations are aging. Cruise ships now swell with ranks of retirees seeking humility and awe in such uncorrupted areas of Earth. There will be more ships, massive ships. In 2016, a 1,000-person cruise ship broke records as the largest vessel to ever traverse the Northwest Passage. By 2020, cruise companies will launch fleets of ice ships capable of similar polar journeys. Until recently, few people had ever seen such land. Even fewer had stepped foot here. From a distance, everything seems barren and desolate. But step on such rock and details emerge. Loons call from a freshwater lake as you walk among poppies in a half-inch tall willow forest. The hillside below bears a few archaeological sites, proof of ancient human activity. One wonders what drew people here 800 or so years ago. The original people are gone. Their presence is known only from a few circular marks upon the land. The puff of a blowhole, a speckled fluke. Humpbacks are known for being show-offs. Here in Greenland's Disco Bay, a pod performs for visitors. The dense fog enmeshes itself among cathedrals of icebergs, breaking off Jakobshavn Glacier. In nearby Ilulissat, an international airport is being built for a rapidly growing volume of visitors. Jakobshavn is already Greenland's busiest cruise destination. Why do people come to see Jakobshavn? The glacier produces 15% of all Greenland icebergs. With peaks as high as skyscrapers, Jakobshavn can create earthquakes when calving. It's believed Jakobshavn released the iceberg that sank the Titanic. In 2015, an iceberg broke off as big as Manhattan. The 5,000 or so locals here had a front row seat. Small, colorful cities like Ilulissat dot Greenland's western fjords. The Arctic can be frighteningly quiet. But here, where calving ice rumbles, whales chatter, and sled dogs growl, the doppling sound of construction cranes building new infrastructure reminds us changes are coming to the Arctic.